Weather for Weather Geeks time. It's the video for Mahoning and Shenango Valley weather enthusiasts, geeks, and nerds. And even if you're not a geek or a nerd and you just need more detail in your weather forecasts, here we go. Here's your video. We do these every weekday night, or the vast majority of weekday nights. Sometimes on Fridays during the summer if the weather's quiet. We kind of skip it, but most of the time we do one of these and get them online by about 8 o'clock, 8:15 each and every evening. All right, let's start tonight with a little bit of a review of roughly the first half of the summer season. It has been a warm summer so far. Nothing crazy warm, but we are at 1.6 degrees above the average in the temperature department so far. As far as rainfall, it's been a wet summer so far. At the airport, 2.54 inches above average rainfall through July 17th. Now, some places have had some differing rainfall amounts, of course, depending on where you are and where thunderstorms have gone. Some places are probably running way above average, even more than we're showing here at the Youngstown Warren Airport, which, of course, is in Vienna in Trumbull County. Now, it has been warm, but we have not had a lot of extreme heat just yet. We've had one 90-degree-plus day this year through the first half of the summer. Last year, we had 6 90-degree days. We average 8 or 9 in a season. Remember that hot summer back in 2012? We had 18, and the most ever, 40 in 1931 and 1943. I shouldn't say ever. The most since 1930 was in 1931 and 1943 when we had 40 90-degree days each summer. This year, again, just one. All right, 2-degree guarantee today. We were within a degree today with our actual high of 80. Our forecast was 81, so our latest accuracy streak is up to 2 days, just 4 misses so far this month. Cloudy start to the day today. Then the sky brightened. It turned out to be a beautiful midday and afternoon today. Great summer weather today because while it was warm and it was sunny, it was actually a little cooler than average. Our average high is 82. And the humidity was not that bad. Dew points mixed out today to the upper 50s and lower 60s during the afternoon. So all things considered, not too bad. Well, that was a look at the clouds from below, time-lapse style. Here's a look down at the clouds with our latest high-resolution visible satellite, this otherwise known as GOES-16, the new revolutionary satellite that was launched several months ago, and now we have access to the data in our graphic system here. Of note, of course, all the cumulus clouds fell apart, as they often do at this time of the year, as we got into the late afternoon and early evening. Also, this is pretty cool. Check out the lone thunderstorms bubbling up south and east of Columbus earlier, and the clouds, the high clouds, kind of blowing off to the south of those isolated storms that we had earlier on this evening down towards I-70. Here's a look at the radar over the last few hours, and you can see that kind of lonely cell just east of Columbus, I should say, over towards the Zanesville area, or just south of there. We had that lone thunderstorm, and you can pick out the high clouds filtering off to the south with our satellite. All right, all the big storms are off to our east. Severe the weather, still a possibility, parts of Pennsylvania and into upstate New York. You know, there's a subtle boundary nearby, and this boundary is what produced the kind of the more tolerable air mass today in terms of the humidity. You can kind of analyze this front kind of like this evening. Notice the dew point down in Columbus. It is 69, 66 in Pittsburgh. But locally, here as we hit 8 o'clock, 59 is the dew point. And up in Cleveland by the lake with a nice northerly breeze, 53, the dew point up there. All right, big picture for tomorrow. It'll be a warmer day tomorrow, 85 tomorrow afternoon. That is 3 above average. Nowhere near the record, of course, of 98 set in 1942. 14 hours and about 46 or 47 minutes worth of daylight tomorrow. Of course, our days are getting shorter now, slowly, but the numbers are starting to add up. We peaked a little over 15 hours, and we've already lost about 17 or 18 minutes off our longest period of daylight for the year. All right, that weak little subtle front continues sliding south and kind of washing out tomorrow. It's going to be a nice day tomorrow. It is going to be warm, mid-80s tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday's a winter as well. It'll be warm. It'll be generally sunny. Dew points start to creep up a little bit on Wednesday, but I think you'll really notice it on Thursday as we really get into the soupy air mass as a southerly breeze takes over. And while no rain is likely Thursday morning, a little disturbance coming down might produce a spotty shower and a thunderstorm Thursday afternoon. Here's a look at the dew point trend according to one of our computer models for the next 7 days. Notice that big jump on Thursday, up to about 70 for a dew point, and once we're there for a few days, probably right through the weekend. Previous modeling showed cooler, drier air trying to come in for the weekend, but now it's going to be delayed, it looks like, by a couple of days. We might have to wait till early next week. So we've got a pretty steamy period coming up for the second half of the work week and heading into parts of the weekend as well. All right, a few words on the longer range here. Latest hot off the presses, European weekly climate data here. You know, this has tended to have a cool bias over the last several months, but it is showing a pretty good signal here for the next few weeks of a lack of high heat. You know, you see the blue colors here across the Great Lakes and into the Northeast for days 4 to 11, 7 to 14, and they start to fade away towards the beginning of August. But, you know, we're going to have some hot weather this week, but that looks to be about it as far as any sort of real sustained heat more than a day at a time, probably through the end of July. Now, this modeling is pointing, it is signaling that August could be pretty warm compared to the average. So that's the European modeling, and the American modeling has a similar look, with those cool anomalies pushing in here in the 5 to 10 day range, the 7 to 14 day range, and then the cool starts to ease as we go into the month of August. So the last week to 10 days of July are not looking particularly hot. The 89 I have in the forecast for Thursday, with 87s Wednesday and Friday, that 3-day stretch may be the warmest 3-day stretch that we have until August. You know, I've still got warm temperatures over the weekend too. Our forecast for Sunday is 87, but the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday stretch of mid and upper 80s, that might be the most significant stretch of heat we have for a couple of weeks. That's the way it looks right now. More updates throughout the week here on Weather for Weather Geeks. Thanks for watching, and check out my updated 7-day forecast tonight on 21 News at 11 o'clock.